Good old YouTube. What's up, guys? How are you doing? Marc Lobliner here, TigerFitness.com, here to answer all your questions. All of them, every single one, well, at least the ones I get to first come, first serve. Unless they're really bad questions, then I just ignore them. But, of course, you're more than just a number at TigerFitness.com, and I want to make sure that we do these 2 times a week, and we show that we are here to help you reach your goals beyond anybody else who ever has lived in the history of sport nutrition. Anyway, guys, first things first, the first 30 seconds to 1 minute, I give you a product highlight. Why? Because we're TigerFitness.com, and we pay our bills by selling supplements, not by your views. But your views do turn into supplement sales, and we appreciate that. Anyway, MTS Nutrition Fish Oil, formerly known as Ethitech Nutrition Fish Oil. Same quality, comes from the cold waters in Norway, cold water fish in Norway. Very low chance of any kind of contamination. Every batch is tested. Bottom line is, per capsule, per soft gel, 120 of them, you have 400 milligrams of EPA, 200 milligrams of DHA. I recommend taking 3 grams of combined EPA, DHA a day. That's also what CrossFit and other organizations recommend. So that would be 5 of these total per day. The cost is only $14.99 on TigerFitness.com. Everybody should take fish oil. Helps with healthy weight management, cognitive function, vascular health, mood support, heart health, visual health, and bone health. Available on TigerFitness.com. Go there now. The topic of the day. Let me drink some of this. I actually have big intensity in here. Oh, that's so good. So check it out, guys. Cali Muscle, man. Cali Muscle. I follow Callie on Instagram, and Callie and I are very cordial together. I mean, I've done videos with Callie, and I consider him an acquaintance. And I've actually seen Louis Marco. I never watch any YouTubes, but I wanted to see what people are saying on that. Louis Marco's video. Some people are being critical about it, throwing out the steroid word and this and that. Look, here's the bottom line. Whether steroids or not, bottom line is weighing 260 pounds, and Callie's older than me. Callie's in his 40s. I'm 37. Look, I'd love to get below 224, 225. I just can't. I'm not eating a lot. I'm boxing. My body's just holding on to all the muscle. And actually, with the boxing, I found that with the higher reps, my body's actually gone into more of a hypertrophy phase. I actually think I look better and bigger now than when I was focusing on bodybuilding training. I should have boxed as a professional bodybuilder. But, you know, I can't blame it on this, blame it on that. Here's why I think a lot of the size loss, like you see people retire from bodybuilding and lose all their size. And the thing is, I think they keep their weekly dose of hormones, of androgens, so fucking high that when they come off, when they retire, that they just lose their gains immediately because they go from having 3 to 4 grams of androgens a week. 3 to 4 grams of androgens a week to maybe a TRT dose or maybe nothing in some cases. So the bottom line is they run out, they just stop taking steroids. So they lose all their size. And you'll see some guys maintain it throughout. Now, I think there's a difference between people who start and make their gains like over time. Like I've been boxing every single day, right? I mean, even Mike Rashid, like he's held on to a lot of his mass. He's still boxed at like 220 pounds. Okay, that's because we built pure quality muscle. I'm not saying Callie didn't. If you notice his last picture on Instagram, he still looks really fucking good. Really fucking good, just a little bit smaller. When I competed, I was in the 230s. Now, I'm in the 220s. I lost about 5 pounds since my last show. I'm pretty much about 1% to 2% body fat off from my stage weight. So I didn't go from taking X amount of steroids to taking 0. I've been pretty much TRT dose my entire career. In fact, when I got ready for my pro show, I actually was going on American Grit. So I couldn't even be on TRT because I was being tested to be on the show. And obviously they don't want any steroid users on the show. And you can't just take injectables to a TV set. So nonetheless, I think that's the reason you see a lot of people lose size. Now, Callie hasn't lost that much size. His arms are still this big. He still looks great. The angle in that picture wasn't the greatest. However, I'd like to say, Callie, you are absolutely doing the right thing. You're killing it. I love what you're doing. You're looking at health first. People are still going to love you. People don't follow Cali Muscle because he weighs 260 pounds. People follow Cali Muscle because he's entertaining, he's charismatic, and he gives people stuff he wants to see. So I'd like to personally say, Cali Muscle, congratulations on your recent weight loss, and it's for the better. Excuse me, I'm still messed up. I have a cough. Your joints are going to feel better. Your organs are going to be healthier. You're going to be in a much better spot for overall health and wellness. And to that, I say, congratulations, Cali Muscle. You made the right choice. Anyway, let's get on to some questions. Chris, what's up from Sweden? Well, what's up to you, man? I'm going to do a review of your protein soon, Mark. Thank you, Grim Hope Show. I'm fasting. Happy Ramadan to everyone. Happy Ramadan to you. Hopefully you saw my video yesterday about fasting on Ramadan and how to save your gains. Excuse me. From Kevin, if I do 3 low intensity cardio sessions a week, is better to space them out throughout the week, or does it not matter? I don't think it matters. You're creating an overall caloric deficit throughout the week. Just get your 3 sessions done. From Andrew, just received my 5-pound buckets of MTS vanilla and ice cream sandwich. Both taste amazing. Oh, dude, I sampled out that ice cream sandwich at Brick House Fitness in Wheaton this Monday. And I'll tell you what, the look on people's faces when they tried that, absolutely out of control. Is taxation theft? Ryan, I don't think taxation is theft. I believe misuse of your tax dollars is theft. And I believe it's just an irresponsible way to run a government. So I believe if your tax dollars are being used towards their intended purpose, and and if they're reasonable, I don't believe that's theft. I believe that's just the cost to live in society. He ran out of his supply from WFN. Who knows about that? I'm not going to really comment on that one because I don't know. Neither do you, man. That's really a shit thing to say. You killed Jerry Ward in your last video. For those who didn't see it, it's on my other channel, youtube.com/Lobliner. That's youtube.com/Lobliner. From Donald, what about DHA? I have some and take it sometimes. I'm 43 years old, but last time I had physical was testosterone that was normal. Can DHA ruin that? Yes, it can suppress you and it can cause a negative effect when you come off of it. I'm not a huge fan. I'm not a huge fan of that. Why so many dislikes from Xander? I don't know. Am I getting dislikes? Greetings from LWP Pharma. Funny story, Marcel. I'm glad you brought that up. I actually follow, if you guys have followed me on Instagram, you'll notice I follow you back. I have a policy where 3 times a day I go in on the little heart button and I just follow back blindly everyone who follows me. I had no idea I was following LWP Pharma. I know who they are. I actually just recently asked somebody, how the hell are these guys not going to prison? That Nick, I actually contacted Nick. He's going to clear it up in a future video. I am not going to, I do not support them. I do not order from them. They messaged me, I noticed, but I ignored it once with a price list for steroids, and I completely ignored it. Again, Nick has all this. Nick was just, like he said in his message to me, was just trying to show that a lot of high-level people follow them. I do not follow them. I don't ever check my Instagram feed. I simply follow people back because people get excited when you follow them back. I get a lot of DMs like, hey man, thanks for following me back. So I made it a policy to just blindly follow everyone else. So anyway, yeah, that organization, they are literally selling steroids on Instagram, and I am not a fan. Not a fan. Not a fan. LWP Pharma is the name, and I suggest that you report their page. Again, I'm not a big fan. I disagree. They followed him because he looked freakish, referring to Cali Muscle. Maybe I follow Cali because he's very fucking entertaining. What up from Chicago? Whatever happened to Gorilla Chemist and Tiger Fitness? It just didn't work out. We went our separate ways, and we wish him the best. Kai from Baraboo, Wisconsin says, what's up? I knew Baraboo. I'll be up in Wisconsin in July doing events with Sups.com. Drop factor okay to do while to intermittent fasting? Yes, but then I ask, why the fuck would you intermittent fast? Do you think there's any benefit to starting the day off in a keto diet and having carbs last meal or two? No, you're either in ketosis or you're not. So if you're not in ketosis, who the fuck cares? You're just eating a controlled timing carb diet, which I don't see has any real benefit. I'd rather see as long as your macros are equal at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. What's up, brother? Following the lean and mean routine too and feeling great. Get my Real Weights for Real Heroes shirt in tomorrow. Thanks, Fitness253. By the way, these shirts are for sale at tigerfitness.com. All proceeds go towards Real Weights for Real Heroes, the Semper Fi Fund. How would you recommend to cut while maintaining as much muscle as humanly possible? Nick, I wrote a book on that. It's dropfactorbook.com. That's www.dropfactorbook.com. Do much. How much protein should I consume while dieting to lose fat? A decent amount of muscle, but also a lot of fat. It depends on how much of the other macronutrients you're eating, but general rule of thumb is I like to go by a gram per pound of body weight. So if you weigh 200 pounds, you eat 200 grams of protein. Should you do deadlifts? Everybody should be able to do deadlifts. It's a primal movement, bending, such as squatting is a primal movement, squatting. So it is what it is. From Grim Hope Show, why'd you come down on Jerry Ward so hard? Because he said that my life's work, the thing I'm known for, bringing branched amino acids to the market are bad for you and the AA are better. And it was such a ridiculous statement. I had to go in there and just completely pimp slap him with science. And that is what I did. And it was actually quite fun to do it. If you're going to step into the arena and call me out, expect a rebuttal, especially when you come out with bullshit proprietary blend ripoff supplements with no data behind them. And even if there was data, there's no dosing, so we don't know if he's even doing the dosing available in the data. Your opinion on taking leucine by itself, there's a reason we do 2 to 1 to 1. You want that balance of isoleucine and valine in there. They also have their own unique benefits. Taking leucine by itself is not inherently bad because you have other aminos floating in your system at all time. But during training, I like to see the 2 to 1 to 1 ratio of leucine, isoleucine value. How to help with lower back pain and stiffness? A lot of things. One is training, stretching, pillar prep. If you type in pillar prep and Lobliner on YouTube, you'll get a lot of information on that. Pillar prep, Lobliner. Anything from foam rolling to active recovery to kettlebell correctives to doing deadlifts, wall facing deadlifts, and goblet squats will help. From Anibis Zero, is cardio necessary to burn fat if you're lifting weights? Does cardio help a lot? Not much when it comes to fat burning. Cardio puts you in a caloric deficit. A caloric deficit is what causes you to lose fat. So diet and cardio are the ways you create that total deficit, and of course training. So by increasing your cardio, increase your calories burned, increase your caloric deficit, which increases your fat loss. Hey Mark, checking you out from Cali, my old stomping ground. What's wrong with Cali Muscle now? Nothing. He's doing everything right in my opinion. How does sodium affect one's physique? It absolutely depends, but usually it'll make your muscles fuller, make your vascularity better, and make you healthier overall. How's the collective doing? Dude, Mike, Sean, myself, the Ambrosia Collective are absolutely killing it. Iro, I have to say, Mark, I met you at an LA Fitness a year ago, and you and your wife were nice to me, so I really appreciate it. We're actually not bad people. We appreciate you guys coming up to us and saying what's up. Name your best supplement product you've made. I think the one that has really kind of revolutionized a non-revolutionary product category is MTS Nutrition Machine Whey. Tastes good, meets label claim, and it completely set a new standard for taste in that category. Can mental jewels be taken with Clash or Ruckus due to the caffeine? It's only 99 milligrams and it's the Infinergy caffeine, so it's not that great. I would assess tolerance. If you can take it, that's great. Maybe start with 2 with your pre-workout, but it is what it is. I'm not going to even mention that company, Henry, because they're just clickbaiting, and that's it. They just want attention. I'm not going to accept anything they do. Which Stuff Stores location will we be at? I'll be at 3 of them: Eau Claire, Oshkosh, and Madison, I believe. I'll have that flyer up hopefully by next week. Love from the UK, Mark. Legs this evening. Wish me luck. Good luck, Anno. Lifting with severe muscle burn, the same as muscle fatigue. Doesn't matter which you gain size. Honestly, it's been shown that training beyond failure or to failure does nothing to increase your actual gains for natural lifters. So I will say for that answer, it depends. I like overloading. Excuse me. I like overloading the muscle, and if that helps you to overload the muscle, that's great. However, you do not need to train beyond pain to get gains. Is Drop Factor book based on a daily gym session? If so, should calorie set in the book be adjusted if I cannot hit the gym every day? If you read the book, you'll notice that the only difference between a training day and non-training day is going to be the workout shake. So the diet is set for training and non-training days because I don't expect everybody to train 7 days a week. Mark, do you have various sample packs of MTS Whey? I'm trying to get a bunch of guys to try it. Yes, we do. TigerFitness.com. We have all sample packs. We have 5 flavors in sample: ice cream sandwich, red velvet, cookies and cream, mint cookies and cream, and peanut butter cookies and cream. Mark, real important impression: boobs or ass man? I like a well-rounded woman, and honestly, I'm going to be real. Personality, and really my wife has a big ass and big tits, so I don't really care. I don't have to choose. I figure nature took care of her fat ass, and doctors took care of her big butt, her big boobs, and I'm in a good place right now. What's your take on chaga, reishi, and all those mushrooms? I don't really have a take on them right now. Why are you against SARMs? I'm not against SARMs. I'm just stating the fact that they are illegal and they will be a Schedule III drug. I'm not against SARMs at all. I'm full for everybody using whatever they want to use. However, anybody who thought for a second that they were legal in the first place is absolutely high out of their mind. I am against the fact they have to be produced in non-GMP, non-NSF facilities. I have nothing against drugs. I fucking love drugs. Okay? However, to say, what do you want me to not tell you the truth? SARMs are fucking illegal. They never were illegal, and now they're going to be Schedule III. That's all I ever said. I was never against SARMs. I'm against the conditions in which they are made. I'm a libertarian. I'm not against any drug. I was just presenting facts. And if some people are misquoting me that I'm against them, like, that's fucking bullshit. That is bullshit. I'm the most pro-drug motherfucker you will ever find. If you could only train with weights twice a week, what would you do regarding a split exercise selection? I would do full body twice a week, squats, deadlifts, and bench. That's the things I do. Thoughts on caffeine? How much is too much? Studies have used grams. I would say it varies very individually. Trent cough there, Mark. LMAO. Yeah, Grim Hope. Nothing like preparing for a boxing match by taking Trent. Like I said, not on drugs, but have nothing against drugs. Has anyone else's Vasky have a weird smell to it? No, Sand, it doesn't smell weird. It just smells like semen. That's just how it fucking smells. Clash versus Ruckus, what is the key goals on each product? Russell, I'd love to answer you, but we have a video on that which addresses it. Just go type in Clash versus Ruckus in YouTube. There's a video addressing that. Basically, excuse me. One is full dose beta alanine and creatine. One is more high energy nitrate based. But I have a detailed video, Clash versus Ruckus, on YouTube right now. It'll be the first one that comes up. What do you think about bone broth protein? Is it good for anything? Not really. I think it's kind of funny that people even buy that shit. Have you a website to Europe to buy your products because shipping and tax? Oh, of course we do. alistnutrition.com. That's www.alistnutrition.com, a-listnutrition.com, and they will have MTS Whey within the next 4 to 5 weeks. They have all our pre-workouts and stuff right now. What stack has worked the best for you in the past when preparing for a competition? I'm not sure what you mean, but all my supplements. When I prepared for my last show, I was 100% natural. That was when I competed as a pro. That's the God's honest truth. If you don't believe me, so be it. What up, Mark? I did not forget about the video, just crazy video. This cough is pissing me off. Crazy video, I'm casting a movie, so prepping for this. Nick, thank you. Nick's the one, he wrote a rap song for MTS Nutrition, and we're gonna do a video on it. Mark, what is your take on volume workloads versus heavy workloads? Is it beneficial to do a mixer? Bottom line is you need to figure out what high volume is for you. High volume for some people might be 12 sets. High volume for you might be 30 sets. So we don't have a definition for high volume. However, you do want to challenge yourself with weights that are heavier. Yeah, any update from when MTS will be available in the EU, UK? A-List doesn't have your way. Yeah, they will. They will. We got the final paperwork coming in, and it'll be in soon. Just finished that this morning. Why has he slimmed down? Well, Callie's in his 40s, dude. I'm guessing he slimmed down because he doesn't want to fucking die. What's your take on Callie? I just logged on. You're just going to have to wait till the end of this and watch it over again. Mark, your thoughts on Blaha calling you a snitch all the time? Look, dude, I'm from the hood. Blaha is, I don't even know where he's from. He's a fake everything. I don't snitch. I will snitch in some cases, but I haven't snitched in this industry. Honestly, I can't believe you watch him. Who cares? I mean, such a parasitic loser. Thoughts on modafinil and smart drugs? I don't have any thoughts because I have mental jewels and that's all I need. Is this about Cali muscle or not? You got to realize in a live video, we move on after we talk about it. Anytime, Russell. Cali still looks huge, 210 now. 210's a large fucking individual. He's my height too. What do you think of Bruce Lee's workout routine? Did you learn anything from it, and what could he have learned from you? I've never read it, so I probably learned nothing from it. Hey, Mark, you've gone global. I can get your subs in Ireland fast, my man. Fuck yeah, good shit. Well, so you're a natural bodybuilder? Well, damn, I'm not claiming Lifeline Natural. I'm on TRT. I'm way, way, way honest about that. Never claimed I was 100% natural. But I told you guys, I'm not on any fucking illicit illegal drugs. It is what it is. If you don't like that, I'm not going to lie about it. Is it weird I like to watch eating videos while I'm eating? It's like watching porn while you're fucking. I'm okay with that. Stop coughing. Leave. I can't. I have a cough. It's allergy season. I have allergies. I'm taking Zyrtec. I'm doing what I can, but I have allergies. So leave. Will there be any new flavors of MTS ISO Whey in the future? Currently using chocolate, makes great smoothies. Not in the near future because it's not selling enough for me to invest more money into that product. Excuse me. Callie got off those roids for health reasons. Could have. Snitches get stitches. Don't see any stitches on Mark. Man, you could waterboard the shit out of me. I would never rat out a homie. Nah, fuck that. Why do people watch Blaha? He never gets out of his basement. That's what I'm saying. Why even fucking bring him up? You're just helping him. Let him go broke. Well, he already is broke. He's a fucking loser. Is gluten dairy really as bad as people think in your opinion? No, I love both of them. I eat bread for breakfast and I have MTS Whey all the time. I think people are just stupid sometimes. Still dope how fucking huge you are, natty or not. Well, again, like if you consider, doctor prescribed TRT, not natty, then I'm not natty. I'm good with that. Love the shirt. You can buy it at tigerfitness.com right now. All proceeds go to the Semper Fi Fund. Good night, Riot Daniel. Supplements versus food if you're broke. Depends what's a better value for you. Probably food will cost less money. You need needed food. I mean, you need food. You don't need supplements, you need food. So food. Did you go to school for business? I have a BS in marketing. Who cares if Mark is on anything? He provides knowledge and the best protein on the market. Just benefit from what MTS provides. Thank you, Nick. I'm 6'7", 243. Been working out natty for 8 months now. My wrist hurt that I'm listing heavier. Any suggestions? No. Obviously, look at why your wrist hurts. Maybe train the areas around it, your extensors and your flexors, and see what's going on with it. Maybe get it checked out. But, aches and pains and joint pain, I get shit for saying this, but it's just a part of the process. What do you think of Athlete X? A brilliant fucking individual who I respect very highly. Forearms burn really bad on preacher curls. Am I doing something wrong? Being that forearms are one of the prime movers in a preacher curl? No, you're probably doing it just right. Try to extend your wrist. Don't flex it, but extend it so you put more focus on your bicep. How come you, Chris, and Big J never collab like the old days? Have you heard from Swole Nerd? Well, because Chris is in Texas, and so is Big J. Chris and I just collabed about 3 months ago, and they will all be at Real Weights for Real Heroes on July 21st in Long Island, New York. I just talked to Big J and Chris this morning. We're all still friends. We talk daily. Well, at least I talk to both of them daily. We don't have threesomes on the phone. But yeah, they're absolute great individuals. They're still great friends of mine. Excuse me, have you heard from Swole Nerd? No, I haven't. So, do you like Mental Hamster? I have no idea what that is. What's up, Mark? Me and my buddy Al Abazai buy all your products. Clash, Fasky, and Machine Fuel is no joke. Completely agree. What's the best flavor of whey you have? CWB, I recommend trying the ice cream sandwich. Is there anything about Dave Asprey and a bulletproof diet you like? I'd have to know what the fuck it is to like it, and I don't know it, so I don't like it. Because I don't know it. I might like it. But I say if it's a diet called Bulletproof Diet, then it's probably overcomplicated. Hey, Mark, I would love to try your subs. The shipping costs from A-List Nutrition are obnoxious. They charge $30 for shipping to Austria. Can't help you there. Mark, tell me, what's your weakest muscle group genetically? Well, I mean, weakest as in size or strength. Because my weakest body parts are calves and arms, bar none. Mark's biggest thing is entertainment value. I'd like to think it's the knowledge I bring from supplements to training to diet, but if I'm entertaining, that's great. What do you think of Max OT training? I think it was great in 1990. Hey, Mark, MTS affiliate here. I'm a female truck driver. Been driving for 7 months now. I've gained a lot of weight since changed lifestyle. Any advice for cutting for truck drivers? Yeah, realize you're not moving much and you're going to have to cut your calories down. Eat less. Eat less. Just bought some MTS Whey the other day. Best stuff ever. Thanks, LJ. Thank you so much. Your advice on not icing my sprained ankle helped a shit ton. Yes. Do not ice. It hinders recovery. It does not promote, promote recovery. Do not ice. I was flexing on Muscle Beach, impressing the ladies. I see you took a little note out of Cali Muscle's book. Thoughts on chiropractic treatment for bulging discs and neck? I'm not qualified to answer that. Watching carbs or calories or burn fat? Well, carbs are calories. So if you cut carbs, you're cutting calories. So that question is pretty much the same thing. Thoughts on LVP Pharma? My thoughts are, shit, I shouldn't have blindly followed them after they followed me on Instagram. Now I'm getting all kinds of questions about it because of Nick. Nick will be clarifying that in a future video. I have never talked to them. I never support them. I don't look at their shit. I never look at my Instagram feed. Remind us again of your opinion on Dr. Tony Huge. He's a friend. I like him. We talk. Heard anything from him? I haven't in the last month. Any thoughts on recovering from bicep strain? Yeah, active recovery. Maybe look into Marc Pro. That's www.marcpro.com. Coupon code Lobliner. You save no money, but we donate $100 Semper Fi fund for every unit you buy. What happens when you fast for 16 hours and don't take BCAA? Well, if your calories at the end of 24 hours are the same, nothing. Nothing at all. I always liked you, Mark, even when I trolled you. Well, I'm glad you're not trolling me, sort of. Talk to Guzman often. No, I don't, but I have nothing against him. Who is your favorite bodybuilder to work out with and who inspires you to do the health industry? My favorite bodybuilder to work out with, I don't have one other than my friends. Who inspires you to do the health industry? Me. I don't have any inspirations, really. What part of your arm are the weakest? The part that comes from my shoulder. Everything. My 6-year-old wants to know if you saw Avengers. 6-year-old probably isn't old enough to watch this, but of course I did. Of course I did. How can a cyclist improve his times by using weights? Well, you're generating more power. More power means more explosiveness. More explosiveness means better closing power as a cyclist. Need to work on your traps. Shit don't look right. Okay. Well, Big Daddy, I'll get over it. Bottom line is I'm a pro bodybuilder, and judging by the fact you lack a picture, you're not. So until you get to my level, I don't think you really have room to talk shit. I'm a retired pro. Please do more live Q&A on a regular basis every Tuesday and Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if no ice, then what? Did provide heat? No, active recovery. Or get a Marc Pro. You're going to need those carbs, okay? Toast. Fuck yeah, I love toast. Toast is my weakness. Thoughts on Steve Shaw being a troublemaker? Sometimes Steve will send me naked pictures just to see my reaction, and my reaction is always this. No, I love Steve. I have thoughts on Steve. I'd say in the entire world, Steve's probably one of my best friends, top 3. Love that guy. A great person to work with, great colleague, phenomenal person. He's not a troublemaker. He's a truth speaker. Do you like ashwagandha? Yes, I have KSM 66 in Sleep Aid. Can you dunk? I actually touched rim before, but I do not plan on jumping because then I have to land. What exactly is overtraining? It is a chronic over-fatiguing of the central nervous system. If I'm not reaching that right now with boxing, I will never overtrain. Overtraining is nearly impossible to hit. If a muscle doesn't hurt, it's not overtrained. Not necessarily. Overtraining is not a muscle issue. It is a nervous system issue. Do you still take yohimbine? Can you talk about its effectiveness? I love it. I take it every day. Not only is it great for vasodilation, but it also helps liberating fat stores from your troubled areas in combination with a caloric deficit. Increased carbs or fats on a lean bulk? Both. Judging by your picture, Trevor, you're doing something right. Okay. Do you measure rice cooked or uncooked? Well, when I did measure food cooked, I'm not going to cook rice by its uncooked portions. That would be the most tedious thing. Right now, I don't measure food. Thoughts on Reagan Grimes? I'm not quite sure who that is. Should SARMs be class 3 drugs? RIP Tony Huge. Based on their nomenclature and their chemistry, if steroids are, yeah, they probably should. Do you measure water coming out of the faucet or in a cup? Did Jerry already respond to your challenge, or if not, do you expect him to accept? Jerry would never debate me because I would fucking destroy him, and he knows it. I would fucking wipe the floor with him. I'd make him look even stupider than he made himself look when he said basketball isn't cardio. Opinion on these young kids coming out with these workout programs for $30 each, all under age 21, all advertise the same thing. If someone's willing to buy it, it's capitalism. Fucking thumbs up. Get that hustle on, bro. Your advice on slight loose skin, chest, and lower abs. If it's actual loose skin, you'll need surgery to get rid of it. Would you do a comeback, Mark? Plans on competing again? I'm a boxer now. All I'm worried about is the fact my hands are killing me from my sparring session 2 days ago. Is there much benefit to keeping majority of carbs around workout? It's optimal, but at the end of the day, if your carbs are equal at the end of the day, whether you take them around training or at any other time, it won't matter much. However, to optimize things, it does help. It does optimize. I would alternate ice and hot water for about 20 minutes each. Shit was better in like 3 days, no lie. Overall body, yeah, I do like contrast. Thoughts on top 3 for Olympia this year? All I know is Phil Heath, Big Ramy, Rolly. I don't watch bodybuilding anymore. Best pre-workout without artificial sweeteners and flavors? Honestly, I'd go for HPN. HPN has a real good one. It's called P3, and it's all natural. How'd you train an MMA fighter? A lot of functional movements. I'd let them do their mitt and skill work with someone else, but generally speaking, explosive functional movements, relying on strength. They're doing strength. They're doing a lot of explosive, repetitious movements in their sparring and in their bag work. So I'd have them do more strength and power-related movements. When are you explaining what Swoley is? Hopefully I'll be able to get that done next week. It will be in next week. Have you ever worked with anyone who has an eating difficulty, such as binging at times? Most of my clients have had intermittent bouts with eating issues. Yes, I have. And it's just something you got to deal with. You got to man up. Mark, you definitely get your weight up. But brother, looking good, homie. What multivitamin do you take? Mine. MTS Nutrition Machine Multi. It's only $9.99 at Tiger Fitness. Check it out. What's the best protein to fiber ratio for optimal absorption? I don't think there is one. I think as long as you get adequate protein, your body will find a way to absorb it. How can I increase my energy naturally without stimulants? Sleep more, exercise, so you have more natural energy, eat better foods, control your insulin. There you go. What do you think of Nick Trigili videos? I've never watched any of them. Mark, a beast for running through all these comments. Keep it up, boss. I'm trying. I'm trying to get through them. I don't know how many there are. What do you think of Mike Dulce? I don't know who he is. I want to arm wrestle you. I will not arm wrestle because a torn rotator cuff will ruin my chances of having my first boxing match on June 30th in Cincinnati, Ohio. If you had to pick between nutrient driver and insurgent, which we go for, depends on my goals. Who do you think you're stronger than Brad Castleberry? I'm probably not. I don't train for strength anymore, and I don't even do much more than squats and trap bar deadlifts. I don't even do chest anymore. I'm focused on boxing. Hey, Mark, how old were you when you started your first supplement company? I was 24 years old. Tiger Fitness's net worth, a lot. How can you tell if it's fat or breast tissue? Breast tissue is fat. On chicks or dudes? Stretches for pelvic tilt. Got it from deadlifting too often. You know, I can't really describe it right here. I would just Google stretches for pelvic tilt. You still recommend protein at 1 gram per pound, fat at 0.5, and rest from carbs? Yes. What's the heaviest stim pre-workout on the market? It's still Mr. Hyde. Ruckus. Ruckus has 480 milligrams of active caffeine in controlled release. Difference between cream of rice, wheat, and oats. Cream of rice and cream of wheat are from rice and wheat. Oats are from oats. Honestly, oats have a lower glycemic index, but at the end of the day, I don't think that really matters. Depends on personal preference and satiation. Thoughts on fiber supplementation, yes or no, and if yes, how much? If you get 30 grams of fiber to 50 grams of fiber per day, you don't need any more. You're the first YouTube fitness girl I've heard say you aren't qualified to answer something. Cairo on the neck. Won me over that, fan for life. I'm not a YouTube fitness guru. I'm a guy on YouTube who happens to have a lot of training certifications, who's been in the supplement industry for a lot of years, and who does diet and coaching. And basically, I just answer to the best of my ability. If I can't answer it, I I just don't answer it. Fat to fuckable. I like that. I like that, Zach. How to train arms if one of them is hurt. Do you skip them both? Actually, it's been shown that doing one side will actually help the other side neurally. I don't know. It depends how bad it's hurt. Not sure. I'm not sure. I haven't assessed your situation. Caffeine daily safe limit. Think 0 Calorie Monster is safe. I think 0 Calorie Monster is awesome. And it just depends on your person. Some people can handle grams of caffeine. Some people can't even take 200 milligrams. It's very individual. Cobalt. I'm 5'11", 191. I was 185 pounds when I started my cut build program a few months ago. I eat 207 protein, 161 carbs, 61 fat. Figured out my TDE is 2,500. Is it normally go up in weight on a cut? The goal is, now that you're going up in weight, you need to adjust your calories by about 250 and adjust them until you start going down. So when you start it, yes, because you were wrong. Your TDE is not identifiable by a chart or a ratio. Your TDE is individual, and there's no ratio that can, or chart or graph that can dictate that. Hey, Mark, I've been bodybuilding for over 20 years. I tried so hard to stick to my diet, but in the last few months, I'm so sick to death of eating. It's gone. So don't. Just don't. You don't need to be huge. Like, you'll be fine without bodybuilding. If it's too hard for you and it's frustrating, just don't do it. You're ruining your life. What is the best way to speed up my metabolism? Build muscle. Best equipment for small garage gym, a power rack and power blocks. If you go to fitnessfactory.com, that's fitnessfactory.com. Coupon code Marc Lobliner is 10% off. But just get a squat rack, get some power blocks, and get a couple fucking weight sets. You're good to go. Thoughts on building muscle on a cut? Is it even possible if you're not working lagging body parts? I don't believe in overtraining any body part, meaning training them more than others. Just train everything like it's a weak body part and call it a day. You can build muscle on a cut. It's just not an optimal way to do it. Thoughts on Nick Trigili's new channel has open discussion on steroid use. Good luck keeping that up because YouTube's been shutting those fuckers down left and right. Can I put on size at the same time? I'm guessing as cutting. Probably not. You're probably going to fail miserably with that strategy. I know you're not a fan of Super League, but what are your thoughts about them branching off into powerlifting and CrossFit type competition? I think the fact that it's failing leads them to reaching to other alternatives. Good. It's called identifying your weakness and adapting. I think that's great. You're a good guy, Mark. Thank you, Morshed Mustafa. What do you think about iodine supplementation for thyroid function? Well, if you're not getting enough in your diet, which a lot of us should, it probably would be a good idea. Do you take anything, especially for iodine? No, I don't even think about it, to be honest with you. I've been trying to lose weight for over a year, but I've only lost 7 pounds. Well, you're not dieting right. See, dropfactorbook.com. That's my book, dropfactorbook.com. You know what, guys? I'm at 40 minutes in, and I have so much to do. So much to do. And I appreciate Bonita for you, a female, ask me to take my shirt off. Usually it's dudes ask me to take my shirt off. But being that you're female and being that my wife will watch this, and being that it's just weird to do, I have to say no, because that's a conversation I do not want to have with Katie. I will take my shirt, and that's not a game.